Every time I drive and I see a dead animal off the side of the road, I immediately think about, wow, dying because you get hit by a car is such an unnatural way to go, right? Cars technically don't really exist. They're just our invention. It's not like, oh yeah, cars grow on the tree, and if an animal finds them and operate them irresponsibly, then yeah, it can have consequences. Like, whatever. It just feels like something that wasn't in anybody's agenda for that to be your cause of death. Also, when it's a dog or a cat, like I have just seen, I feel some type of way because I'm thinking, wow, that was probably somebody's pet, you know? And I think about, in the past, I had another tabby, and he ended up dying because he did get hit by a car. And I'll never forget that gruesome sight. I mean, one of the eyes was just like sticking out, and he was already being eaten by all kinds of bugs, right? But a dog or a cat, it's like, wow, this was probably someone's pet. But also, when I see things like possums and deer, I'm like, still, man, I wonder, between the environmental disruption that makes these animals migrate because they're forced out of their habitat, and the disorientation of seeing cars, not really knowing what these objects do, I don't know. It just makes me feel some type of way. And it also doesn't help that I'm a big softie for animals. So seeing them suffering, it's like, oh, it makes me feel sad every time I see. And squirrels too. I have seen squirrels get so confused that they were so close to being on the other side of the road, but then the car drew nearer and they decided to turn around, only to turn around again, and then they ran into that tire, pretty much, more like into the rim of the car, and then they ended up dying like right there. That's the one squirrel story that still impacts me, because I saw that. I mean, I was coming in from the opposite direction and the squirrel just got confused. And then one time I saw a squirrel fall out of a tree branch and hit my hood. So yeah, poor animals. The road is rough for us drivers, so imagine for them.